This Dell laptop is falling apart, and I really didn't plan to make this video, but somehow I succeed in repair this machine. I got this laptop in a dead state, not turning on, the case is broken, and many screws are missing, but I've decided to try to do something with this machine. Now I'm going to start with disassembly, and I'm gonna tell more about this machine. Once I repaired this laptop, just a small repair, but now the problem is much different and a little bit bigger. The laptop has one big crack on the right side of the case, and on the right side of the case is located the power connector and LEDs. I mean, the LEDs are in the bottom side. The laptop was broken while it was turned on and on the charger, and all of that caused short circuits, but not in one place only. The problem was not that big, but it's more hard to locate the source of where the problem is coming from. One of the problems was coming from around the RAM slots, which also caused one of the RAM models to burn out, and the other problem is coming from the port where the LEDs are connected. The cable from the LEDs was torn, and probably that happens while the laptop was still working. In this case, I have to repair the power connector first. Just a basic soldering. Actually, this is not original power connector. This is a connector from another laptop, and because the connector was not fitting, I had to do some modifications and remove surplus plastic. So this is a custom-made power connector. After I soldered the connector, I test the laptop, and the laptop has started normally, but yet I still have to do more cleaning and check the motherboard. Also, some dirt caused other problems. In case like this, mostly I don't have to change some bigger parts, but it's more about finding, removing and replacing some tiny components, or removing something that causing a short circuit. Sometimes even if two pins are touching each other may cause problems with startup or stability while using the laptop. Also here I have a small problem with the corrosion, and to some places this has caused a short circuits. The thermal paste, I clean it using cotton buds, isopropyl alcohol and spudger stick. And here is not recommended using something sharp and metal, because I can scratch the heatsink or the CPU or the GPU and cause greater damage. After I clean the heatsink, I move to clean the motherboard. To clean the motherboard, I have to be very careful because to not make some other problems. Also, I wash the whole motherboard using isopropyl alcohol because to remove the dirt and all impurities. I have to wash out some tiny corrosion and flux or paste that I have used for repairs. Actually, this is the case. where I did the repairs, and I didn't believe that the motherboard will start after all, but somehow yes, the motherboard have started. And yes, this is part of the job when you do repairs and restorations, and many times I have failed to repair something. After I clean and dry the motherboard, I move to washing the heatsink and cleaning the cooling fan. The heatsink I wash it using warm water and degreaser and dish soap. The cooling fan I clean it using a brush first, and then I wash it using isopropyl alcohol. After I finish with the heatsink and the cooling fan, I move to clean the other electronics from the inside, including the battery and the keyboard. Also to clean the electronics, I used brushes, cotton buds, isopropyl alcohol, compressed air and vacuum cleaner. Now it's time to fix the case. And the case, I'm going to stick it using glue. I tried to find another case, but I didn't find anything. I mean anything used. Except there is a completely new case for this laptop, but the price was a little bit high, so basically it's not worth getting a full new case for this laptop. Anyway, this glue is very strong, and the case won't have any problems later. While the glue is drying, I move to clean the display and the whole top part. And here I used anti-static glass cleaner and isopropyl alcohol and other standard things as always. Slowly and carefully I clean the display first, then the bezel around and the top side. After the glue is fully dry, I took dermal and sandpaper. And I start with sanding the case. I start with removing the surplus glue and making these parts smooth. Also here, I used 800 degree sandpaper and water, because to make the case almost perfectly smooth, and these are just fine details. After I finish with sanding the case, I remove the sticker and the glue from the stickers, and I wash the whole case using soap and water. Also, under some stickers there is a hidden detail. This is how the CPU is looking from the inside. It's pretty cool. After I wash and dry the case, I start with taping the case, because to protect some parts from getting painted. And as finish, I used black matte spray just to cover the scratches and the broken part, and also make the case to look a little bit nicer. The broken part is not fully covered and is still noticeable, but it's better than before. Now I move to assemble the laptop. Also, meanwhile, I found another RAM that is matching the working one, and this machine in total will have 8 gigs of RAM. I know it's not much, but it's better than having 4 gigs of RAM. And finally, I'm done with this laptop. And this is the final result. Now this laptop is working perfectly fine. This is not a very powerful laptop, but it's still okay to do some job. It's a 5th generation Intel CPU with 2 gigs AMD Radeon graphics, 8 gigs of RAM, and 408 gigs SSD. Also, while assembly, I have to disassemble the laptop again because to make some other changes. I mean to do some small fixes and small isolations around some points of the laptop and the motherboard. But anyway, after all, this laptop is fully functional and fully usable. In general, this laptop is good for working on something. I mean like documents, office, browsing the web, listening to music, watching movies and videos, and playing some light games. And I'm very glad because I succeeded to repair this laptop after many tries, and at least this device is not in the trash bin. Well, and this is all about this Dell laptop. I hope you enjoyed watching this video, and I hope this video will give ideas and inspiration to back some stuff in life again, or upgrade some stuff, or make some stuff better. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.